Welcome to the year-end collection purge, and hopefully this is just one part, but we're gonna try and still trim the fat off of my collection. So it's Transformers, Marvel Legends, and Star Wars. Perhaps some G.I. Joes right there. As far as Star Wars goes, this collection's pretty much safe. I don't think I need to trim any more because it's really down to the bare essentials. I don't even have a complete ensemble. I've only picked out just the major characters from each of the shows and movies that I liked in Star Wars, and I don't think they're in any danger of getting purged at the moment. So we'll move on. All right, so Studio Series, they're pretty much sorted. I've already gone through several purges for this particular line, so I think we're gonna hang on to these guys. Just waiting on the upgrade kit. These Decepticons, I'm gonna hold on to them for a while, and the Autobots, so they're pretty much safe right now. Okay, Black Rorichi. If you've seen my video of this figure, well, you know this guy's gotta go. Not completely happy with that one, so he's gotta go. Okay, combiners, they're pretty much safe right now. Just looking to get one last combiner, and that's the C-Cons, and still haven't found one at a good price, so we'll have to wait and see about that. So G.I. Joe, yeah, pretty much safe right now at this moment. We're gonna hang on to these 6 figures. Yeah, I'm keeping the Nimrod. I sold off Psylocke and Phantom X already. Deadpool, yeah, we're keeping him. The Autobot bin, pretty much I think is safe. I think I don't really need to purge these. The only ones I was actually thinking of getting rid of were the Siege Ironhide and the Siege Ratchet, but I think I'm going to hang on to those for a little while. But everything else seems to be okay. It's not much, I think, to purge right here. Constructicons are staying, as I mentioned. Okay, Decepticons. Yeah, I think we should trim the fat off of this bin. Okay. So, pretty much, the Soundwave, I was thinking about getting rid of that, the Siege Soundwave, but I thought it was still pretty cool. Wasn't that much of an easy decision, and I figured I'd hang on to the Soundwave Siege version, despite having Earthrise already. Nemesis Prime is staying. Airwave. I do like Airwave a lot, but there's just not a lot of emotional attachment to the figure and the character, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. Yeah, I think he's got to go. Okay. Megatrons. This one's definitely a keeper. I love the Netflix Megatron, and this is probably the best one that's come out of the War for Cybertron trilogy so far. It's a close race between this one and Super Megatron. The Earthrise Megatron, if you've seen my review, he has flaws, but the main reason I actually decided to keep this one was because between the Netflix and this one is closer to how he looked like in the G1 cartoon. Despite having great aesthetics, I'm just hanging on to this guy for, I think, the wrong reasons. He's not 100%, and I just want to keep him because I want a G1 styled Megatron. Since he doesn't even turn into a gun, I don't see the point in keeping 2 Megatrons. The aesthetics look great, but overall this one is the more perfect Megatron, so yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to have to let this one go. Okay. Alicon's staying. I think it's a completely different character from the Bailiff, so we're hanging on to that. Soundwave, Shockwave, Astro Train. Everybody seems to be, yeah, Refractor, yeah, they're all good. I think we're okay with this bin. Okay. Speeder bike, yeah, like I mentioned, Star Wars is pretty much safe. Okay. This bin right here. Yeah, RC and Chromia at the bottom. Yeah, I'm hanging on to them. Jazz, I kind of want to hang on to this for a while until I've reviewed the 86 Studio Series 86 Jazz. The same is true for Blur. I think those are going to be my new Jazz and Blur figures, but I kind of want to hang on to them so I can give you guys a better review. So they're staying. Optimus Prime definitely staying. Titan's Return Windblade definitely staying. I do have 2 IDW Windblades. This one, if you've seen my review, I featured both of them. This one was, I tried to use a little bit too much alcohol on this figure because I was trying to get rid of the gunk that it had. And yeah, there's really, you know what, there's really no point in keeping 2 of the same wind blades. I already have this one, so I guess this one needs to go. Yeah, one of the wind blades definitely needs to go. Okay, so moving on, yeah, both those guys are staying right there. Decepticon Seeker bin. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with this one. This one, the only real issue for me with this one is whether I plan on keeping the Tetrajets, but you know, I've never had the Tetrajets before, the Seekers version as Tetrajets, third party or any form, whatever, but I think they're one of the best group of figures that's come from the War for Cybertron line. So especially that Skywarp's so difficult to find, and I really like them. So I guess I'm going to hang on to them. My main purpose for getting the Seekers was really to get the Earthrise versions, but the Siege versions are just pretty good in their own regard, and I think it's best to hang on to them because I do like them 100%. So I'm keeping them. We'll see. Maybe we'll purge them next year, but for now, no. So these are the Studio Series figures. Optimus Prime, Blackout, and Sentinel Prime. We're going to hang on to them, like I mentioned. I got a miscellaneous bin right here, and it's a bunch of old Transformers that from various older lines, and a lot of them have a lot of sentimental value, so I'm going to just hang on to most of them. This one, on the other hand, I wanted to get this because I was really trying to complete all the Studio Series figures back in the day, and there was no decent Hot Rod in his Lamborghini mode, so I decided to repurchase this one. But with what's happened with my Studio Series collection, this guy's got to go. I think there's really no point in keeping him anymore. So he's got to go. Everything else, I thought about this one, but I just really like this character. Even if I'm not collecting the line, I don't know. Don't know if I should continue to hang on to this. I don't want to make the same mistake I did with animated RC. And it's a pretty good figure. I really like this figure. And for the time being, I think I should just go ahead and hang on to this one. Okay? So we're going to keep her. Okay, Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends are pretty much safe. If you didn't notice already, I've sold off the Silver Centurion to my buddy John. Wasn't really feeling that 100%. You've seen it in my video reviews. As well as one of the Storm figures, the Morlock, the Punk Rock Storm. Yeah, I felt that there's really no attachment to that one. I picked it up because it was on clearance, and there's just too many Storm figures right now, and I'm pretty happy with what I have, so no need to hang on to that. So I got rid of them. And then everything else seems to be okay. The Hellfire Club set is right there, so they're fine. I'm just keeping mostly X-Men, a few Avengers right here from the movie. Doctor Doom, yep. Yeah, everyone seems okay. Okay, yep. Iceman is right there. Love Triangle. Forge. I know this. He's one of my favorite X-Men. He was one of the very first X-Men. I read up in the comic books when I first picked up X-Men comic books. He was one of the characters there, as well as Beast and all that. I started late with the X-Men comic books in high school, but yeah, but the figure itself, to me, well, it's not 100%. Despite having some emotional attachment to this character, I don't think I should be keeping this figure. If I'm following my 100% rule, yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go. All right. More X-Men figures here, which is just them out of the box. Jetfire. And these are the combiners, Scorponok, Omega Supreme. I guess I'm hanging on to them. So there you go, folks. That's my year-end Purge part 1. I don't know. Let me know if I should have another year-end Purge, maybe a part 2, maybe trim the fat a little bit more. Are you happy with what I've done? Do you think you agree with what I've done with the collection? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section. As always, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. And if you want to help the channel out, please check out my Patreon account. There is a link in the description box below. Thanks for watching.